Let me introduce myself. Hey, my name is Tasha, but I go by Sarita Bonita. And I'm just a young girl that see life in a different pair of eyes. Where I still believe in love. I still believe in, just the greatness in life, even through the struggles. And I'm just here to help you see the same thing. So I hope you enjoy. Solitude is your superpowers. Solitude is your superpowers. Well, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Extra T on the Extra T podcast show, and I'm back with another message. So, friend, I was just sitting here, right, and I was just thinking. I can't help you with that. Oh wow. Okay, Siri wanted to butt in. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, so I want to talk about solitude, right? And I want to talk about why solitude is your superpowers and why it's very important to make solitude a part of your everyday life. You get what I'm saying? Or, just putting it in your schedule when the days when you feeling overwhelmed, when you feeling burdened, when you feeling misunderstood, when you feeling lonely, when you feeling unloved, when you going through anything, any type of midlife crisis, right? Solitude gonna be your best friend. But I'm not talking about the people that like to run to solitude. I mean, like run from life. But sometimes you got to. You get what I'm saying? Just don't get caught up in to the point where you get handicapped and you just thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to run from people. I'm going to run from the world forever. Right? And I feel like there will people be thinking this with me. Right? And I'm going to tell you something. What's crazy? I have a lot of it's mostly my family. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my friends, people that have been close to me. A lot of people, think, especially my family. My family going to automatically think I did, just like I just had a podcast with me and my cousins, right? And she always like tell me, oh, you like, like, I don't understand. You be so closed off and you so this. Everybody always call me the antisocial one, you know. I'm the odd one. You get what I'm saying? I'm the odd one out the family for sure. Right? I'm always, and it's not about family. I'm just giving you a little insight about who I am, right? I come off kind of nonchalant, or you might think I'm snobby, or you might think that I'm funny acting, but I'm really not. You get what I'm saying? It's just a simple fact that I grind better in solitude. You get what I'm saying? I can't get jiggy. I can't thrive with a group of people. You know what I'm saying? 24/7. I'm the opposite. You know, other folks, like, it's okay to have a team, but I'm big on team from God. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, able to really like work with people and just be around people. I don't care who it is. I can't be around people 7 days a week, 14 days, 20 days, 100 days a week. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have solitude because I always grind it better. I get further in life by myself. Not saying that I stay in solitude 24/7, but you got to know, you got to be. I work better with detachment. I don't like to lean on other people too much, and I learned this at an early age. I move better when I'm in solitude. I hear God's voice better in solitude. I understand my feelings better in solitude because I dealt with a lot of projection at an early age. You get what I'm saying? I dealt with a lot of projection at an early age where people didn't understand me. They just chose to throw a jacket on me instead of understanding me, right? I'm the type that I am an emotional person, right? I'm very empathic. You get what I'm saying? To the point that I feel energies. You get what I'm saying? I also sometimes be burdened with other people' energy, other people' emotions. I feel my emotions and other people' emotions. Okay, so I try to tell people that, but people take that for granted. Okay, so let's get into solitude. Let's talk about solitude and why I say solitude is very important. Okay, so I had wrote down a message read over, right? And it says solitude is your superpowers. Okay, it said there is nothing like sitting in solitude. The moment you feel heavy, the moment you feel overwhelmed, it's time to sit in solitude. You understand your feelings. You will understand your feelings and you will learn yourself and your intentions better. Sitting in solitude and sitting in the energy of the Most High, or some of y'all might like to say the higher power, God. You get what I'm saying? I call them all of it. You get what I'm saying? And it said, and pouring out how you feel and your concerns just give you that energy boost you never know you needed. If you're feeling stuck, get in solitude. If you're feeling burdened, sit in solitude. You got to get comfortable with sitting with yourself, okay? I'm a type of person. I I end up dealing with a lot of battles at an early age. And when I tell people that, a lot of people think that I'm stuck in the past, and I'm not stuck in the past. I'm finally talking about situations that I never talked about. Because I always been that person that bottled up a lot of things, right? Where I kept my problems to myself because I felt like other people didn't understand, or I felt like I'm misunderstood. So I'm just like, okay, if I'm misunderstood, no sense me explaining myself. And now it makes sense of why I had to bottle a lot of stuff up, because God, timing is everything. Timing is everything. My life pushed me on this journey. And I know that might sound crazy, but I had to go through some stuff in life just for me to get on this journey, just for me to be open with what I was going through. You get what I'm saying? And if I tell you some of the stuff that I was going through, which I might end up have to, you know what I'm saying? This is not all of just about me. It just really is like it's my life journey. You know what I'm saying? It's my life journey, and it's to help other people out that's battling with these, right? Like in a moment where you feeling like you don't belong somewhere, get in solitude. Friend, a lot of us, we lean on other people a lot because we expect other people to tell us how we feel. Or we lean on other people for their love, for their understanding, for their validation. But what if I tell you, or they like, to get closure or just to move forward in life? But what if I tell you you don't need none of that? You don't need none of that. Okay? You don't need none of that. All you need is yourself and the higher power, baby. Everything else is a bonus. Good morning, Miss Ma'am. Yeah, all you need is a little solitude in your life and to sit with higher power. This will heal a lot of your problems. Now, I'm not just telling you to, okay, if you just sitting in the room and you ain't doing it, sometimes you got to journal. You got to tell yourself how you got to be honest about how you feel. You got to put the ego to the side, friend. Because if only you knew how many times I battled with imposter syndrome. If only you knew how many times I was battling with self-esteem problems. If only you knew how many times I was battling with feeling unloved. If only you knew how many times I felt like I did not belong here. But I had to get in solitude. I had to understand what I was truly feeling. I had to feel what I was truly feeling. And sometimes when I get in solitude, I'm feeling my emotions. See, a lot of people think, oh, Tasha, her feelings because Tasha acting funny. Tasha, they go Tasha being nonchalant again. To the point that everybody is not just look at that, okay, well, Tasha just gonna be weird, Tasha funny acting. But people are not looking at it like Tasha is working on something, even if it's herself. We don't normalize that, and especially in our communities. A lot of people don't be scared to disconnect because they don't want to be looked at as weird, or they don't want to be looked at as being funny acting. Like, I don't care about that. Other people's judgment of me don't matter right now. It's my judgment of myself that matter, because their judgment matter for 27 years, and now that I'm in my 30s, I don't got time for your judgment. And yes, you're going to feel like, oh, well, that's selfish. Well, how is it selfish that, not saying just my family, it's just like people in general, right? I'm talking about groups of people. Like I meet friends. If I don't move fast enough for them, okay, well, you need friends. That's when they get to throwing subliminals. I deal with a lot of people that act like they understand me, but they don't understand me. They lie just to get close to a mug, right? So they don't be understanding. So I try to teach other people solitude. This is why a lot of people feel so broken. A lot of people feel so lost. When I leaned on other people's validation, when I didn't understand solitude, I was the most brokenest in my life. That's when I experienced more hardships. That's when I felt so cold and detached. That's when I felt misunderstood the most. That's when I felt like my whole world was crumbling down. Have you ever felt alone and had a lot of people around you? Have you ever felt misunderstood and you got everybody, you could be in a relationship, but you still feel lonely? Have you ever felt this? I'm just saying, sitting in a group of people, sitting around a group of people, but you still feel misunderstood. You still felt unheard. You felt unseen. You felt you misunderstood. And it's because you ain't set with self yet. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, y'all. When I started learning solitude, because I was forced in solitude, because I was running I was running like a chicken with a head cut off, looking like a dying fool. That's what I was looking at. Letting loyalty being a slave to loyalty. To the point that it was dragging me down. It was dragging me down the rabbit hole. Because I cared about other people's judgment too much. I was forced in solitude, y'all. If don't nobody know what you need, the higher power do. When I got in solitude, y'all, my whole life changed. Now you can think I'm lying like all day, but man, it takes for people to know me to really know me, or you actually watch my journey, you will know what I'm talking about. I have a lot of people that ask me, "Where you been at? What you doing? How you been?" I've been good. Don't feel sorry for me because I'm out of out of the mix. I'm more happy that way. I'm more happy that way. My whole life changed, friend. And for some of y'all, you'll think it's for the worst because I don't kick it with a lot of people no more. I went from having a lot of friends to none, right? I went from going to every party to not barely going to any parties. One year I wasn't going none. And I still pick and choose which ones I feel like going to because it's all about how I feel today. I started listening more to myself. Start listening, paying attention to how I feel about certain stuff. Because I used to expect other people to care about my feelings, but they shouldn't have to care about my feelings. I care about my feelings. You teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to not take you for granted. When I went in solitude, I lost a lot. What some may look and see, I lost a lot. But I really gained a lot. I lost a lot and I gained a lot. I gained more wisdom. I gained more of God. I gained more of self-love and courage. You get what I'm saying? I gained more wisdom and understanding. Now, I still have days, of course, and that's why solitude is important. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like sitting in your bed, y'all. I remember the other day, man, I was trying to run from, I didn't feel like really being in my feelings. I ain't know what was wrong with me. Because some days I wake up because, when you so used to pushing stuff on the rug a lot, they will come back up later. They will come back up later on. A lot of the stuff that I talk about now is stuff that happened over 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Some of them 20 years ago. But it's the thing is, a lot of emotion, or some of the stuff that I'm crying about could be about 10 years ago, 5 years ago. It's getting it out of you. See, we look at crying like weakness, right? We think about feeling our emotion that's weak because you feel vulnerable. Y'all bull crap you not. I'm sitting in the bed or whatever. It was right around Halloween season. And I had this little drinking pouch I got from one of my cousin parties, right? Man, I was sipping on it a little bit. And I don't know what I was doing. But I just wanted the mood to really cry. Or late night, because I'm the creep. I'm a creep. I'm up right now at probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. As I go to sleep early. Baby, don't text me at 10 o'clock thinking I'm going to be up. TT be tired, okay? So, I'm sleeping I'm laying in the bed and drinking me some wine. It was some wine with some Taylor Port in there. Right. And sipping on a little bit. And y'all, bull crap you not. All I know, and I know you're going to get it mixed up because I said I was drinking wine. But I'm going to tell you something. It don't matter what substance you are on. It's still, God know how to get his children. I'm going to tell you that for sure. So I'm sitting in bed, and out of nowhere, all I see is me crying, talking to God, telling him exactly how I feel. And please don't judge me. Y'all, when I tell you that that's the most I ever felt heard, that's the most I ever felt seen, that's the most I ever felt that much energy. Like, I don't know about y'all, but you can feel when you sit in solitude, you can feel that man's presence. You can feel his presence. You can actually feel his presence. That's why I was running from him, because it's like, God, if I know if I talk to you, I'm going to break down. I'm going to be vulnerable. And right now, I just don't feel like being broken down right now. I don't feel like being vulnerable. And I know that sounds crazy, because especially when you on a mission, when you building. Sometimes I have my brief talks with him, and sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, he know when I need a good breakdown or I'm running from it. It's gonna come out, friend. Crying is releasing. You releasing all the burdens, all the heaviness. And sometimes it take practice. It take more than one time to do it. But solitude is your superpowers, especially if you connected with the divine. Me connecting with the divine, sitting inside. I remember I used to go when I was in my car with him. I used to go to the park and journal. When I got closer to the divine, which is, I told you, was most of them I got caught, but I got pushed to solitude. I learned more about myself. It's like when I started opening the door for the divine, the higher power, he started pushing me to learn myself. He started pushing me to be a friend to myself. You feel unheard because you ain't tapped in with you yet. You feel misunderstood because you don't understand. You don't take the time out to understand yourself. This is why you running with like a head, like a chicken with a head cut off. This is why you overpour into other people. This is why you a slave to loyalty and love. Love don't supposed to drain you. Love don't supposed to burden you. Love do not supposed to be overwhelming like that to the point where it have you ready to break and ready to throw the towel in. Sometimes it will when you know, but it take two people. Sometimes when you and your person, you don't know why you love them so much. Some people, I'm gonna tell you something, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes love do require a fight. But you gotta be fighting for the right person. And I don't feel like I met nobody that's worth that fight. People in general. That's why I end up losing a lot. But I really also gained a lot. Because I know what type of person I am now. I understand that I want what I want. I also understand, and I can compromise to a certain extent, but I'm not lowering my standards. Because everything that I ask for, I bring it as well. Okay? Two, and you also gonna learn that you're not asking for too much. You're not asking for too much, friend. If you are able to give what you are asking for, then you're not asking for too much. You're not asking for too much. You got to learn you to be able to pick who for you and who not. You got to know yourself and learn yourself. Because a lot of times we put too much power. We give people too much power over us. Oh, I'm waiting for the love of my life. You should be already the love of your life. Everybody else should be a bonus. Oh, I'm waiting on this. A lot of y'all be waiting on God's answer. God already can tell you, follow your heart. But I'm coming. I'm coming. You will know which way. You will learn which way to go. Your inner GPS when you start sitting in solitude. God will teach you how to follow your heart. Even if it don't make sense to others. Even if it gets you slandered by others. Solitude will help you out. Y'all, if only you knew how lost I felt. How lost I felt. And it's not because of other people, it's because of me, right? My life, whatever life make you that way, whatever the stuff go on in your life, whatever the reason to make you feel that way, right? And I also learned in the midst of solitude and me learning myself, because it's years. I've been on my journey for years now, right? About 3 years, right? And I also chose the path of no sex, right? And that also helped a lot. Two, I learned that I always knew what I wanted. But a lot of people try to beat me down for wanting what I want. Try to make me feel like I was delusional. Or I'm asking for too much. But I was really just asking the wrong people. And for one, I shouldn't ask for nothing. People automatically know what you come with. I mean, people automatically should bring the stuff that I was asking for to the table. That's honesty, loyalty, and genuineness, genuine love. You get what I'm saying? And support. What is the purpose of a bond without that? Huh? You shouldn't when people when you say no to people, their love shouldn't change. When you can't benefit people, the way they loyalty shouldn't change. Because we all go through something. Don't be around people that make you feel like you're unstable because you have a mental breakdown or you feel weakness or you having a low moment at this moment. We have our highs and we have our lows. We have our highs and we have our lows. And sometimes our lows be lowing. Move away from judgmental people. And also stop overly judging yourself. Don't be hurt people. But don't you be the hurt person that hurt yourself. You get what I'm saying? Break away from that mentality. Let others have that, friend. I learned that I knew what I wanted since I was a little girl. I was always determined of what I want. I ain't just ever just been a complainer. I'm a doer. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a lemon pie out of my rotten lemons, one way or another. I'm gonna bring some light in my darkness, one way or another. I can't just sit there and deal with and accept slop that life give me. I'm gonna make something happen with it. They would hate to see somebody like me in jail. They give me some jail food. I'm gonna have to find something to deal with it. I'm gonna go, just give me some of that slap your mama. They don't slap your mama in there. Baby, I'm gonna find something to make my life be okay. I'm gonna take care of me. I always have took care of me. Well, not always have. But I make sure I'm gonna make a way for myself. But I used to also take away from myself a lot because if I do it for myself, I do it for other people too. You know what I'm saying? But what I used to mess up at, I used to give to so many people to the point it was breadcrumbing myself. By the time I get to myself, I ain't got no energy. I'm breadcrumbing myself. And that's the same thing that other people was doing to me. People that I meet. Oh, Tasha, she vulnerable. She gullible. Let me take advantage of her. Whole time I'm just kind-hearted. I'm just genuinely a giver for real. I'm not a fool. I'm not a sucker. I just got a big heart for real. But, and I also got a cold side for real. Well, once you get out of that other side, once I stop pouring into you and I detach myself from you, you won't ever get the other side again. The other side is a privilege. How much I pour into people, like I pour into myself. How much I support people, how much I support myself. How much I believe in people, like I believe in myself. Sometimes I used to believe in other people more than I believe in myself. And I know that sounds crazy as shit, right? But Solitude will help you with it. Voice your opinion. Write it down. Voice your feelings. Write it down. And also your opinion too. Your opinion matter. Your words matter. Even if I don't give a fuck if you feel like nobody listening. Talk. Tell how you feel. Be honest about how you feel. It's just something about you growing through those moments. Yeah, I used to want to be myself. I still have my moments. Because of life, what life, did to me. And then I just saying, some people, and I'm going to tell you something too. Let's numberize this. Just because you done been through something worse than the next person, that don't mean they trauma ain't violent. Okay? A lot of people's trauma is worse than mine. Okay? But I'm a feeler, so I felt everything. So that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to compare trauma. That don't mean it's that I'm weak. I'm weak because I'm whining about how I have been treated, and it might don't sound bad as yours. Pain is pain. Disharmony is disharmony. Betrayal is betrayal. It don't matter how it is. You can't tell another person how to feel. Okay? So, The reason of why I'm telling you this and the reason of why the purpose of this podcast and the purpose of me just getting on these social sites and telling people what I went through or some of the battles that I battled with, right? And the only reason I tell you what I went through is because it's a battle. It's an ongoing battle with inside myself of why I didn't feel good enough. And it was because of how I allowed life to beat me down. That's why. And every time I did try to feel like something, people try to come in my life and shit on it. Let's talk about that. People don't understand your vision. That's okay, friend. There's going to be a lot of people that ain't going to understand you. And a lot of people that don't understand you, they get mad because they don't understand you. So now they want to throw out false narratives, which I had a lot of people do that to me in my life, where I'd have been slandered a lot. How do you think that shit feel, being slandered in front of groups of people that don't know you, but they think they know you because now people that's supposed to know you done told them all your damn business. Sometimes it even be fake business. How do you think it feel for people to, just because they don't understand you, they betray you? That shit don't feel good, friend. So, my life been trying to detach me from other people's judgment because a lot of times their judgment come from jealousy because I'm not an open book like people want me to be. I'm weird. You get what I'm saying? And I'm okay with it. I'm weird. I'm considered weird to them. Imagine somebody getting that mad about your life and how you move in your life. That sounds like a personal problem, don't it? That sounds like a mental illness. That's that. How can you get mad because you don't understand a person? I would never understand it. And there's a lot of people out here like that. They don't understand you, so they judge you. They don't understand you, so they slander you. Oh, they feel, instead of them being grown as hell and say, oh, my feelings don't hurt. My feelings hurt because I feel so closed off by you. Or I feel like you not letting me in. And anybody who try to force you to let them in is a red flag. That's a monitoring spirit. That's somebody sent from the devil, baby. And even not saying you demonic, friend, but you got dark spirits that surround you. They're trying to beat somebody else down. You don't worry about other people karma either. You allow that to happen on their own. So even though I cried and whined about me being slandered at an early age, you know what I'm saying, and all the talking about and behind my back, and people, I had a lot of messy people come telling me, oh, don't get mad, but sister said this, but why are they comfortable saying to you? Real friends don't come tell you what people say about you. They stand up for you. You know what I'm saying? So, too, people didn't give a fuck about how I felt, so I had to give a fuck about how I feel. Friend, don't get manipulated because of chemistry. Because, oh, I've been knowing them for a very long time. Or, oh, we go way back. Or, oh, we in love. People will love you and still betray you. And I'm not trying to come on here and just tell you about, the dog sides of people, but you got to go through the ugly first before I can get to the pretty. I got to tell you about the dog first before I can tell you about the pretty. I try to tell you about both of them. But I felt so much pain in life to the point that I had to create my own happiness. I had to find my own life. And people still try to shit on it. You can't do nothing without people trying to shit on it. Like I told you, I think on the other video, I told you that you can give people the space and the opportunity to shine all day. Soon as you shine for the 1 second, your 60 seconds of shine, somebody else want to jump in it. That shit irritates, it's aggravating. But I got to that point now where I don't people please with people. If you do something to me, if I feel that my feelings might be hurt, yeah, it's cool. When I know what I learned, when I go crying to the higher power, and I go sit in that solitude, tell them exactly how I feel. It does something. It does something. Like, oh, okay, this is what happened, even though he know what go on behind your back. Oh, this is how they made you feel? Okay, noted. I would deal with them. You don't got to move a muscle, friend. God knew how to handle his children. Because they are his children. We all are his children. We all are his children. Now that's just my belief system, y'all. Now if you don't believe that, that's cool. That don't mean that we enemies because we have different belief systems. Please remember that. But we all his children. And he know how his children, he know how to handle his children. He know how to get you when nobody else know how to get you. He know your weak spots more than anybody do. So the person that you slandering might don't know your weak spots, but he do. The person that you betraying might don't know your weak spots, but he do. It's something about that solitude, baby. They don't play. You will see or hear about your enemies or the people that did you dirty, your opposition, getting handed to them. Don't pay attention to what you see on social media because I'm not the type. I don't really care to go lurk anyway. I don't really lurk. One thing I'm be honest with you, y'all. Most thing I lurk on is men. My old boo thing or something. I don't even do that too much. Not too much. You get what I'm saying? That's what I would do. But like going to go make myself, why would I go lurking on people's stuff that, might be throwing subliminals. Now you mad and you ain't got no business being on their page anyway. Now you feeling some type of way. And even if they do that to you, that's on them. That's on them because they going to do that. Because they wondering why they going through or now they over there feeling guilty of what they did to you. And then a lot of them like to spin a block. Baby, don't do it. Don't do it, boo. You don't get your feelings hurt. Because if you show a person, if they show you their true colors, the first time, believe it. Yeah, I forgive you, but I don't trust you. And I don't want you in my life. We got to memorize that. There's a lot of I'm going to talk about the givers too. I was just talking about this on another social site of mine. Then I'm going to come back on here and tell y'all about it, right? But I just want to tell you something about solitude. Solitude don't play. Solitude is your superpowers. Get in that notebook. You can get in that Bible. Get in whatever you need to get in to make yourself feel better. You know what I'm saying? But feel it and stop lying to yourself like you don't feel nothing. Be honest. Open that door. I don't care if you need a little wine, if you need to hit a blunt. I'm not telling you. I'm not trying to promote, unhealthy decisions. But if you already do it for the right reason. Let it push you to the divine. If you know that I like God knew what I used to use. He knew I used to be a drinker. He knew I used to use that to cope, with life. To get me out of my head because I'm more vulnerable. I used to be more vulnerable and more lighthearted when I'm out of my head. Now I don't gotta be drunk, but I chose that because I was going through a dark place in life. Who don't? And people almost, you alcoholic, you this, you that. People gonna have their judgment. It's on them. But I don't gotta wake up every day and drink. I choose to. If I choose to drink when I want to. People don't ask you, how you feeling for real? Because I see you're drinking a lot. You're a little more quiet. What's up with you? You need fillers. The type of friends I got to have is fillers. The type of love I got to have is a mug that know how to feel. Gifted people. People that see beyond the mask. See beyond the everyday thing. Not saying I'm wearing a mask, but sometimes we do. Sometimes, baby, that's just like you ain't finna go outside and soon you get out the bed. Now, if you do friends, something, boo, go take your butt back in the house. Go wash your face. Go fix your hair. Curl a little bit. You gotta handle yourself better, friend. Handle yourself better. Because you teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. You can spare a little 10 more minutes to get beautified. Like when I go to work, when I be working at jobs, they be like, how you be coming to work all cute? I don't do all that. I don't got time. Well, they be sometimes try to throw backhand shade. I'm at work. I ain't trying to look cute for nobody. But you don't know what I do. Now, anywhere I go, I'm gonna look cute. I might have my day where I might look a little off balance, but I'm still gonna be a little decent. I do that because that will make me feel better. And I do that because I put that effort in myself. I'm going to pour love in me. I'm going to give that energy to myself. I deserve it. And for most of the times, I'm up early. I'm up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, even if I got to be at work at 6 or 7. Doing videos. Doing whatever I need to do. See, a lot of people, they looking at it now, oh, now you see me across the screen. Now you think, oh, it just happened overnight. You know, it don't. It take hard work and effort. I was in, man, it took me a whole lot of videos before I ever got any type of clout or any type of views. It's not even really just all about that. It's all about the message, friend. About you run across the right person page and you let them know that they're not alone. That's what that's about. See, I always been a giver. I always been the type to like to pour into people. I always like to pour into people. But I used to have to pour in people too much to the point they never poured into me. It's not all about people, but I'm just telling you in general. And when I'm talking about people, I'm not just talking about the same people. I done met a lot of people in my life. It's because of their jobs and stuff like that. Or, you know, I meet a lot of people at jobs for sure. Or when I'm out in public. I don't be knowing a lot. Or sometimes social media. I'm gonna see somebody I know somewhere. Or they know me. I don't know. Don't be knowing how and don't be caring. I ain't even ask you how you know me because it might be through gossip. And that's cool too. See, a lot of people, like when they slander your name, friend, your haters will bring you their recognition too. When they talking about you. So tell a friend, tell a friend. They might be, they friend, the person they gossiping about you to, might be the one that need to hear you. Don't try to change other people's judgment of you. Just be yourself. I used to try to do that a lot. I didn't want people to look at me like I wanted people to understand me, but they still choose not to understand me, so I stopped overly explaining. So I'm gonna look like I'm antisocial. I'm gonna look demonic for some of them, like a bitch to most. I'm gonna look like a whole lot of stuff to people, even if it's true or not. I'm gonna look cold hard. I'm gonna look like, for sure. I know for sure I look like a bitch to a lot of people, but it's because they don't understand me. And a lot of people, they would try to get to understand you. But I'm gonna tell you like this, friend, you would know who for you and who not. Patience is the key. We're gonna talk about that another time. I don't want to be jumping into subject. Patience is the key. And I don't care how much work and effort they trying to put on. Like, you know, wolf in sheep clothing, that wolf gonna start showing itself. Some people try to study you and learn you to betray you. Because they want to know, why are your energy so intimidating? Why are you so mysterious? Why are you so... Because, you know, when you misunderstood, that means you got a mysterious energy to you. And I never knew I had this so much. Because I keep a lot to myself. Remember, I told you I'm in my cat energy. But really, I always been in my cat energy. Only time I was in my dog energy is when I lost myself. I'm very reserved. I always have been demure. Might be a little ratchet, but I'm always reserved, baby. I always have been. Because I got to feel you out. And I just don't trust just no anybody. I know people can be hunters. I know all people are not good people. There's a good and bad to everybody. I protect my peace and my energy, and I also protect those around me. But what happens when you protecting everybody's energy and nobody protecting yours, and boom, now you done got caught red-handed, now you got caught slipping, now you done got set up. Don't let your guards down when it comes to being reserved. Because those who meant to be in your life and those who meant to understand you, they will understand. They will see it's worth it. It's worth pulling that layer back, them onion layers back. They will see how good it is really in the inside. How powerful the taste is. How addictive it is. How addicting it is. Okay. Solitude is your superpowers. Okay. So, friend, I just want to touch bases on that. I just want to tell you that, friend, you are special. Always be special. And stop overly explaining yourself. Stay mysterious. But don't play hard to get too much to the point where you doing it out of spite. And those who meant to be in your life, they will take the time out to understand you or get to or try to understand. Or be patient enough to let you unfold on their own, on your own, because you would. Especially when you feel like the vibe is right. Yeah, I'm always looking at this Marilyn Monroe picture in my room. And it speaks so much value. I just love Marilyn Monroe. And I just ain't even did my bio. I ain't even, did my background on her, but I always been drawn to her spiritually. I always loved Marilyn Monroe for a very long time. I used to have, I'm gonna get some more pictures of her. She's so pretty. And she have like an undertone, a dark undertone. She look like she'd be the gullible kind, but I feel like she's more smarter than she look. I never understood why I love her so much. And I never understood why I like the Black Panther, why I feel spiritually connected to Black Panthers. And it's crazy, isn't it? I got Black Panthers tatted on my back. You know what I'm saying? Everything we do unconsciously makes sense in the long run. I didn't understand myself. I was just doing stuff that made me feel good. Okay? So, friend, I just want to say that real quick. And I hope y'all take what's for you. I want to put a stain on somebody's brain. And I just want you to know that you're not the only one out here feeling that way, friend. And if you ever need guidance, you ever need support, I'm here. I'm here for you. You can always subscribe to any of my channels. You can always go listen to old videos. I know I did start my podcast over. And a lot of people, my cousins, my wife, I would want people to see where I started from. No, but my heart told me to restart. We're going to do it correctly this time. Those who saw it, saw it. And if it's meant to come back up, I will show you. I don't mind showing you where I started from. It's not all about that. Okay? So I just go where my heart tell me to go. I don't ask too many questions. I ask God to help me lead because I knew I needed a rebrand. So I asked God, how should I rebrand it? And me sitting in solitude, I said, God, please help me out. What I need to do. And he said, he gave me the idea. You love your voiceovers. And feel like a podcast to you. And you also like the regular podcast. So figure out a way to do both of them and then start out from, you're not starting out from scratch. You're starting out from with experience. Though I know you put a lot of work in that content. They not deleted, they just put up. Trust me, anything you damn near need help with, I can tell you about it most of the time. Sometimes I experienced it. If I know nothing about it, I would try to find people that know something about it. My podcast is meant to be deep. I used to try to run. I used to, if it's deep, maybe people ain't going to watch. It's meant to be deep. It's meant to be deep. Okay? So, if I don't really want people on my podcast that's not deep or you're afraid to show your struggles or talk about things that help other people. Because we can always learn something from everybody. And sometimes we can learn just not to be them. Be like them. I know that sounds mean, but it's true. Especially like if they moving through ego, they narcissistic, or they like to put on a facade for social media. Because a lot of times when the cameras push play, a lot of people show fake shit. Now you in ego. Now me, you just talking deep. Now the camera start playing. Now you ain't gonna tell all your business. Of course not. You could be, connected without being. I don't know. It's like people be feeling shame for being who they are. I know a lot of people who did show their true personality behind the scenes before they do. But when we go out the doors, we different people. You need to be the same. This is why this will get people to love you. And I know I said I was going to end it, but this is why I received a lot of hate and a lot of slander too. Is because the love that I receive. I done earned a lot of people respect. And I didn't even know it until other people come tell me, oh, sis, they like you. They always asking about you. People don't like when people love you for being yourself. No, now they want to throw up other slangs and talk and slander. I never forget when I said one girl, it was a girl. She was so pretty to me. She had a soft touch. She was I love femininity. I will give you your props on it. It's pretty. It's beautiful. You a pretty girl. I love to tell people they pretty. Okay. So I said that one time, and a girl that was hanging with a girl told me I ought to see her without makeup. That fucked me up a little bit. It don't matter if she got makeup or not. She's still pretty. Everybody don't look good with makeup. Please remember that. I don't give a fuck what type of. They can go spend $5. You say, oh baby, you look better without it. Take it off. And it's not me coming for nobody looks, but me just being honest. A lot of people love me because I'm myself. Even if it make me cringy or corny looking. A lot of people like to laugh at my jokes. I got a little dark humor to me. I got shit. I always been kind of a little funny a little bit. I crack myself up. I be like, bitch, you don't care what you say. And that's what people love about me. Bitch, you crazy. You just say anything. But it be from a good place. You get what I'm saying? When you show people who you are, that's when they gravitate towards you. Okay? You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and you don't got to pretend to be somebody you're not. Just to get, because when you start being somebody you're not, you start attracting the wrong people. And the right people going to be mad at you because you lied to them. That's how I be feeling. I be feeling lied. I don't just feel betrayed. I be feeling betrayed, and I mostly feel disappointed because you're like, damn, you lied about who you were. You're not who I thought you were. And that's the reason why I moved away from a lot of people. I looked at people good qualities and not their bad qualities. You gotta, they just mad now. Pay attention to the bad qualities. It will say a lot about a person. I got some people that love me even when they see me in my ugliest state there is. They love the shit out of me. That's when I know it's real. Their judgment of me don't change. Okay? So, yeah, friend. I'm going to talk to y'all later, okay? I got to go get in the tub.